Coming up on WUFT's First at 5, mourning the loss of a prominent member of the Alachua County community. We remember Charles Chestnut III and the legacy he left behind.
And a book ban reversal in Alachua County. Why school leaders say the students have regained their access to the text. Daniella?
Folks, we're going to be on an absolute roller coaster this week in weather, but don't worry, I'll have more on the ride.
First at 5, from the University of Florida's College of Journalism and Communications, you're watching WUFT News.
Alachua County is mourning the loss of former County Commissioner Charles Chestnut III. The county announced Chestnut's passing early this morning. This is WUFT First at 5. I'm Loren Miranda.
And I'm Caitlyn Schiffer. WUFT's Rafael de los Santos joins us now. Rafael, Charles Chestnut III played a pivotal role in a number of city and county issues.
That's right, Caitlyn. A civil rights leader and a voice for the voiceless, Charles Chestnut III embodied what is now the slogan for the county's Division of Social Services: reaching people, helping people.
Charles Chestnut graduated from the former all-black Howard High School in Ocala in 1958. 5 years later, after attending the March on Washington in 1963, Chestnut drew from Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. by playing a pivotal role in the history of Gainesville and the larger story of North Central Florida. Chestnut became president of the Alachua County NAACP Youth Council and worked to secure equal access to public accommodations for African Americans in Alachua County. His work continued on the Alachua County School Board from 1976 to 1992 and on the Alachua County Board of the County Commissioners from 1992 to 2000. Chestnut was a lifetime member of the NAACP, a member of Omega Psi Phi fraternity, a loyal lifetime member of Mount Pleasant United Methodist Church of Gainesville, as well as the U.S. Army veteran. In 2014, the community, as well as the University of Florida, celebrated the Chestnut family funeral home for 100 years of service, highlighting his life's work and the importance of Black history in Alachua.
African American history gets to be very, very important, and particularly when it comes to those who were in slavery and who traveled with their masters to help found and to help establish and to help build Alachua County.
Current Alachua County School Board Vice Chair Dr. Leonetta McNeely was a teacher at Prairie View Elementary School when Mr. Chestnut was first elected to the board. In light of his passing, McNeely said Charles Chestnut was so passionate about schools and about working toward equal access to a high-quality education for all students. He'd been fighting for that since he was very young, and I know it was why he ran for school board. Even after he left the board, he would attend meetings to advocate for students. He truly left his mark on this district.
Chestnut is survived by his wife, Gainesville City Commissioner Cynthia Moore Chestnut, and his sons, Alachua County Commissioner Charles Chuck Chestnut IV and Christopher Chestnut. Reporting live from the studio, Rafael de los Santos, WUFT News.
And it has been getting a little warmer this week, but temperatures are expected to drop again.
But the air will not be as chilly as last week. WFT's Daniella Rudolph is tracking the next cold front.
Thanks, ladies. And although those temperatures right now at 68 degrees, it's really not going to be staying with us. As I said, we're going to be on a roller coaster ride this week thanks to this cold front. It's not one of two, but three cold fronts that we have in the span of a week, something I've never seen before. I'll have more on that in full weather. Not really anything to worry about too much, but if you're staying with me here in Gainesville this evening, take a look at those temperatures dropping down to around 55 degrees. Definitely want to take a jacket if you are headed out this evening. Waking up on Tuesday morning, those temperatures are also going to be a little bit cooler, 49 in Gainesville, 51 Crystal River, 52 in the Villages. Now, of course, taking a look ahead, three cold fronts on the way, lows back in the 30s, and some weekend rain chances.
Deputies in Marion County are searching for a suspect after a deadly weekend shooting. Investigators say 19-year-old Griffin Smith was shot while in his car in Marion Oaks Saturday afternoon. Deputies determined Smith was shot several times near the Dollar General on Marion Oaks Boulevard. He was able to drive to the area behind the community center. That's when investigators found him. He was taken to the hospital where he later died. Deputies are looking for help from those who may have witnessed the shooting. If you have any information, you are asked to call the Marion County Sheriff's Office.
The chair of Florida's Republican Party, Christian Ziegler, says he will stay in his position despite allegations of sexual assault and pressure from party leadership. Ziegler released a statement Saturday saying the claim is false, and he and his wife are being targeted because of their political outspokenness. The chair is being accused of sexual battery after the Florida Center for Government Accountability revealed a police report filed by a Sarasota woman. Governor DeSantis has yet to comment on the chair's refusal to resign, and the governor said last week Ziegler should step down to not become a distraction to their party.
New leadership is coming to the city of Ocala. Ben Marciano will be sworn into office on Tuesday. After 12 years as the city's mayor, Kent Goonan decided to not rerun for election. Marciano was chosen as Ocala's new mayor with no opposition, but he is not the only elected official being sworn into office Tuesday. Council members Kristen Dreyer and Irie Bethia will also take an oath besides Marciano. The meeting will take place at 4 p.m. at Ocala City Hall.
For the first time in 38 years, Bradford High School is going to the state championship for football. But due to lack of funds, the journey won't be easy. WUFT's Bianca Smith is live in the newsroom with more on the community effort to get the team to Tallahassee.
To this small town, football is everything. After their dominating performance on the field this year and a 14-0 record, the Tornadoes are ready for the championship. But due to being in a smaller district, the funds just aren't there. Now parents and leaders in the community are stepping up. On Facebook, the Touchdown Tornadoes, the Bradford Football Fan Club, posted a flyer saying that they are going to be raising money for the football program. They posted saying that they need money for 2 buses, food, and some swag, totaling over $10,000. Head of the club, Jimmy Clark, says that they want the club to help the school district as much as they can and make the players' time more memorable. Andy Redding, a city commissioner and a diehard fan, has big emotions when it comes to this game. The last time the team won, his dad was holding the trophy. Redding says that the team is constantly being preached to about family and cohesiveness. That is why he is encouraging the community to come together.
Not for 1 second did I question our school's ability to pay or anything like that. This is an opportunity for the community, people like myself, to invest in these young men and ensure that they're treated like true champions.
Local restaurants in the community are even offering special deals and offers this week to help the football team reach their goal. The Bradford football team will be able to go to the championship regardless, but the community wants to make this an unforgettable experience for these young men. Reporting live in the studio, Bianca Smith, WUFT News.
Alachua County Schools is reversing a ban placed on an LGBTQ book. The book is called Genderqueer, a memoir by Maya Kababi. The district says the complaint placed on the book was invalid because the woman who challenged it was not legally a resident of the county. The book was challenged due to references of masturbation and sex. District media specialist Patty Duvall says the book will be returning to high school libraries this week.
The Florida Highway Patrol says a Dixie County dump truck driver was critically hurt after a crash this morning. Troopers say it happened just after 9 on Northeast 588th Street. They say the driver was hauling lime and rock when it veered off the road. When he tried to get back on the truck, it overturned. The driver was taken to the Shands Hospital in Gainesville and is in critical condition.
A local college is offering a new program for firefighters to advance their careers. The College of Central Florida launched its Fire Science Technology program. The Fire Science Technology Associate in Science degree is fully online and designed to give students a scientific understanding of fire and emergency hazards. The program will prepare students for employment in firefighting and prevention supervision. For students interested in learning more about the program, there will be a virtual information session hosted by the college on December 5th and 6th at 11 a.m.
A recent study says Florida is among the lowest ranked states in the country for providing long-term care to its residents.
Yeah, and find out why when we return from the break.
You're watching WUFT-TV News.
Welcome back. Florida is ranked 43rd in the country for providing long-term care services to older residents.
A recent study done by AARP shows that Florida is falling behind when taking care of its elderly. WFT's Jessica Nitti looked into what's behind the poor ranking.
As a state known for its retirees, Florida is struggling to take care of its older folks. Santa Fe College's nursing programs director, Tracy Eisen, understands part of the problem is nursing assistant shortages.
Currently, we're seeing For every one CNA that's being graduated in the state of Florida, 6 are leaving the profession.
The report said another issue is that nursing assistants' pay is lower than those in other occupations. Becoming a certified nursing assistant takes a lot of dedication too.
I think it's a lot of work. It's like a lot of time that you have to commit to doing the prep and studying and going to the labs and making sure that you are really prepared to take the exams.
According to the report, another problem is staff turnover.
1, 2, 3.
In Florida, more than half the staff in nursing homes leave their job within 1 year.
Whether it's acute or long-term, it's a very difficult job. It's physical, it's laborious, it's dealing with life or death type of issues.
It's not all bad news, though. Local nursing assistant programs say there are plenty of people willing to enter the profession. Still, the challenge in caring for the elderly will be to keep these new nursing assistants working.
It is hard work, it's dedication, and it's emotionally tolling as well. But we try to be as upfront as possible about what the career is like.
Attracting the right people to become nursing assistants is essential.
So I'm going to lift your knee up here.
Ison does say she is encouraged by those coming into the profession.
Most of our students are in this program for absolutely the right reasons. They want to take care of people.
Ison's hope is that these dedicated nursing assistants will make a difference in caring for Florida's seniors. Jessica Nitti, WUFT News.
Those interested in obtaining a nursing assistant certification can contact Santa Fe College or Gator CNA.
Now this is just 2 of the 3 cold fronts that we're going to be seeing this week in weather, and these 2 are about 48 hours apart. What that means for us here in North Central Florida after the break.
You're watching WUFT-TV News.
Taking a live look outside right now at the Crystal River Cam. The sun is starting to set. We do have a little bit of cloud coverage, but it's not going to be producing any rain for this evening. We do have some rain on the way though. I'll have that in just a second, but temperatures right now are at about 68 degrees. Now, those temperatures for the remainder of the evening are going to be cooling down quite a bit, dropping to around 52 degrees. So if you are headed out this evening, you definitely want to take a jacket because the chilly weather is back on the way, and it is thanks to this cold front. We actually have 3 cold fronts on the way, something I've never seen, so I'll have more on that definitely in just one moment. But looking at our Tuesday morning temperatures, definitely cooling off because of this cold front that's going to be making its way a little bit later this evening. 50 in Ocala, 52 in the Villages, a little bit cooler up toward Lake City at 46 degrees. Now for tomorrow, if you're staying with me here in Gainesville, don't forget a jacket when you wake up in the morning, waking up to temperatures in the 50s. And then we're going to be getting a little bit warmer to 67. It is going to be partly cloudy, keeping things nice and pleasant and dry outside. Going to feel a little bit cooler to be heading outside. Now there we can see these 2 cold fronts. We do have another one that is developing a little bit further up. We can't see it on the map, but it is there. This is going to be making its way to us a little bit later this evening. Now this cold front and this cold front are less than 48 hours apart, and that is something that I have never seen either. So we're definitely going to be having those cold temperatures warming back up and then getting cold again. So this is going to be our little roller coaster ride up and down for the rest of the week. And we do have that rain as well, not associated with these cold fronts. This is really going to help to take that moisture out and really cool things down and also dry things out. So it's going to feel really nice to be out. But looking at those Wednesday high temperatures, you can see 60 here in Gainesville, 60 in Cedar Key, and 58 in Perry. So those are our highs, which are a little bit lower than what we've been seeing, and actually a little bit lower than what we normally see. For Thursday morning though, look at that, waking up to 38 and 45 in Cedar Key. Now we don't have as cold weather as we've been seeing recently, and there we can see that we are going to be warming up a little bit later toward the end of the week. But looking at that 7-day outlook, look how up and down we are, folks. Those temperatures are ranging anywhere from 49 to 38. So you can see peaking on Saturday with the rain on Sunday.
Gymnastics season is upon us, and fans have an opportunity to get hyped about it tonight. Stay tuned after the break to hear about the chance to meet Florida's team.
You're watching WUFT-TV News.
Welcome to sports. I'm Talia Baia. If you're excited for the 2024 Gators gymnastics season, the team will be hosting a hype night at 6:30 p.m. at the O'Connell Center. WFT's Bennett is live at the O'Connell Center with what you can expect from this team's season.
Florida Gators gymnastics team is back in action tonight for the team's annual Hype Night right here in the O-Dome. Doors will open in about 7 minutes, and fans will get to see the 2024 Gator squad for the first time. The event will begin at 6:30, and Florida gymnasts will show full or partial routines on each event. In an orange and blue dual format, guest judges will evaluate each gymnast's respective performance. After the meet, fans will have a chance to receive an autographed 2024 Gators gymnastics poster, and it's the only time this season the Gators will sign autographs. Florida is coming off of 2 national runner-up finishes, and this year, the team returned 6 All-Americans to the squad. However, they won't have Trinity Thomas or Kyla DiCello on the team this year. Florida Gymnastics will open its regular season in a quad meet on January 12th at home. With WUFT News, I'm Bennett Solomon.
It was quite the showdown this weekend in the college football world. Top-ranked teams fought hard for the committee to select them for the Final Four playoffs, and the outcome caused pain, especially to Florida's rivals, Georgia and Florida State. 8th-ranked Alabama upset the number 1 ranked Bulldogs 27-24. This caused the Crimson Tide to jump up to the number 4 spot in the playoffs, taking on number 1 Michigan January 1st. Another big game was Florida State versus Louisville. The Seminoles pulled off a 16-6 win. However, the undefeated ACC champs did not clinch a playoff spot, causing backlash to the committee's decisions from the team, fans, and thousands on social media. Instead, the last matchup was given to the number 2 undefeated Washington and the number 3 Texas. The Huskies secured their spot after taking down Oregon for a second time, 34-21. Meanwhile, the Longhorns crushed Oklahoma State 49-21. In local high school football, the state championships are kicking off Thursday. Hawthorne and Bradford had great seasons, both going undefeated. The Hornets will be taking on Madison County at 8 p.m. On Friday, Trinity Catholic is clashing with Cardinal Mooney at 10 a.m. And Bradford will be playing later that day at 8 p.m. against Cocoa. WFT News is heading to Tallahassee to cover the North Central Florida teams in the state finals. We will have interviews with coaches and players and Hawthorne and Trinity Catholic and Bradford and full recaps of the game. Our live coverage begins Thursday, December 7th. The Gator men's basketball team is taking on Merrimack tomorrow at 7 p.m. in the O-Dome. Florida currently holds a 4-3 record after losing 2 straight games against Baylor and Wake Forest. Looking into statistics, Florida's average 3 points made per game 7.1. Meanwhile, the Warriors follow close behind, averaging 7.0, barely a difference. Top performers so far was Florida's Walter Clayton Jr., shooting 43.5% and averaging 15.6 points per game. Right behind is Riley Kugel, averaging 15.1 points. As for center Micah Landhogan, it will again be a game-time decision whether he's in or out. Here's head coach Todd Golden on his expectations.
I think we come in and we take care of the ball and really pride ourselves on execution tomorrow, and it being the tougher team and making sure we grind for a good shot. I think we'll be okay. But this is the type of team that can bother you if you let them.
The Gator volleyball season has come to an end as Florida fell to number 12 Georgia Tech in a 5-set heartbreaker on Friday. The Yellow Jackets walked away with a 3-2 win. A key player on the Gator side was Kennedy Martin. She recorded 10 or more kills in every match this season, finishing her year with 492 total kills. That's more than any freshman in Florida history. Meanwhile, Ellie McKisson finished her career with 1,666 digs. Her 429 career assists also places her at number 25 in program history, and her 107 aces places her at 18th. The Gators finished with a 19-10 overall record and 10-8 in conference play. This makes them 82-34 in the NCAA tournament. And last but not least, the college football transfer portal has officially opened today. So far, sophomore Chris McClellan has entered.
Well, I hope we don't lose any more players. Daniella, what should we expect for the weather this week?
Unfortunately, we're going to be losing some heat this evening. Look at those temperatures jumping up and down, an absolute roller coaster for the rest of the week.